Meet Mohammed. Mohammed is a QHSE supervisor at an oil and gas company. His job is to educate his colleagues and fellow teams about the various safety hazards. Today, Mohammed is on his rounds. Let's see what he observes as he checks his site. Mohammed is about to leave his cabin and moves towards his office door, which is half open. He sees one of his colleagues is working on the door handle on the other side, which has come loose and now has his fingers placed very close to the hinge. Always ensure your fingers are clear of the hinges. Mohammed informs his colleague that the best way to work is with the door completely open and to stay clear from the hinges to ensure safety of fingers. Mohammed now moves out into the yard of the site. He observes one of his colleagues is working with a stack of drill pipes, which are loosely placed and moving. He is unaware of the same hazard. Always secure your surroundings before working. Mohammed stops the work and asks his colleague to secure the pipes via support. Then he can continue to work. Mohammed now walks towards the electrical workshop, where he sees one of his colleagues working with cutting tools without wearing hand gloves. Mohammed informs him to stop the work and use hand gloves before continuing. His colleague agrees and shows thumbs up. Always ensure that you are wearing the correct PPE. As Mohammed makes his way back to his cabin, he notices his colleague working with a batch of chemicals for mixing. He is not wearing gloves. Mohammed asks his colleague to wear the right gloves. Mohammed has been very keen in observing these small yet critical examples of possible injuries to hands and fingers. As a responsible safety professional, Mohammed decides to run an awareness campaign on hands and finger best practices for his colleagues. Now let's look at how we can prevent such injuries at our workplace. Here are some approved tools for hands and fingers: pneumatic wrench, push-pull stick, impact gloves, and finger saver. Here are some tips and situations for using these hands-off tools. 1. Use a tagline to pull tongs and maintain a safe distance. 2. Use tools when pushing and pulling the liner or casing. 3. Also when handling big chemical gags. 4. Always make sure to use impact gloves while rolling pipes. Here are some situations where it might be good to use pinch point markings. When handling sensors, protective covers or top cover edges. When using rig tongs or latch and hinge pin areas. Door edges, and lastly, pipe rack area. It's also good to practice the following measures while working. Awareness. Safe work practices like tool holders, taglines, correct tools, pull-push tools, good hygiene, body and hand position, training and competence, distance, equipment guarding, physical barriers. Lastly, remember to use PPEs, hand gloves and hands-off tools. Be like Mohammed. Be a leader in safety. Protect your hands and fingers. You need them to hug your loved ones.